and and welcome to the Dreamcast. This is episode number 48. At the moment, the Cubs and Pirates are tied. Baseball, please don't sue us. With me, as always, is the one and only Rice Cube, and I am the one and only Ano Katuli.
Hello.
It's great to have baseball season back in action and seeing the Cubs actually playing well for once. I'm I'm excited. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't really expect them to be in first place right away, but it was kind of cool while it lasted, and now they're in second place, and they're neck and neck with the Pirates right now, and we forecasted the Pirates to be the number 2 team in the division. This is going to be a really tough division. Uh, Basically, all of the teams in the National League right now are scuffling. So it's like anybody's league right now.
And there's a long way to go, but the Cubs aren't looking bad. Looking like they can hang with the big boys, at least early on.
Yeah, they're just grinding out at bats. I mean, you're talking about 4 or 5 pitches at least before they make an out, which is nice. Even after they lost to Andrew Kashner, who did wear number 48, by the way, on Sunday, they were still, racking up the pitch count on him, which is really good. And so, eventually all these pitches will wear down a pitcher. They'll get guys on base. Good things will happen. So I'm waiting for that. Like, they've already had tons of opportunities tonight. It's just annoying that they only scored 1 run, but what you gonna do, right?
Yeah, I mean, sooner or later the hits are going to start to fall in. Sooner or later, the balls are going to go over the wall, and the Cubs are going to start scoring runs. They have too much talent on this team not to, and it just got better over the weekend with the addition of Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
He got off to a horrible start on Friday, but he settled in quite nicely since. I believe he's still hitting above 300 now. He's drawing walks very, very frequently. We're just waiting for his first home run.
Yeah, well, he got a couple of RBIs already under his belt, including the one tonight, so that was good.
He has 2 RBIs, both of which were game-tying RBIs. I'm kind of surprised that Madden threw him right in the number 4 hold right away. It's very rare that a rookie goes into such an important spot.
Yeah. But he's a guy with like tons of power, so eventually, if you're going to see a guy that has home run power, you might as well bat him fourth. Like some guys were arguing that maybe we should bat him second instead, right? Because if they're going to pitch around him, why not put him where Jorge Soler is right now, and then have Soler hit fourth? But I think Soler is doing fine in the second spot. Anthony Rizzo's okay in the third spot. So, and you're talking about a lineup where Starlin Castro is hitting sixth, and Starlin Castro is a pretty good hitter. So, I joked on Twitter that I can't wait for the day when Starlin Castro is the number 8 hitter, because that's how stacked the Cubs system is supposed to be.
No, it's John Madden, so he's going to be batting ninth.
Joe Madden. Joe Madden.
Did I say John?
Yeah, that's the stupid Madden. Well, he's not stupid. He's just a football Madden.
I have football on the brain with the draft coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe Madden loves hitting the pitcher 8, which is getting a lot of Cub fans pissed off lately because the Cubs have been coming up with runners in scoring position and the pitcher up to bat.
Yeah, I don't really think that's too big of a deal. Like, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have the pitcher bat period. Like, I used to be all, gung ho, no DH. I like the pitcher batting, but then you just like, hey, he's just bunting. He's flailing at the pitches. He has no idea what he's doing at the plate. He doesn't even look like he wants to be there. So why is he even batting anymore? But in the meantime, if the pitcher is going to bat, you probably want to try try a lineup construction where you can grab another leadoff guy in front of the regular leadoff guy and Dexter Fowler as the
Yeah, no,
lineup turns
not
over.
Herrera.
Yeah,
Herrera is kind of bad.
yeah. So, we're just kind of waiting on Addison Russell to be called up right now. But
Which might be very
yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Cincinnati, anybody?
I don't think there's anything wrong with batting the pitcher eighth versus ninth. The issue is you're taking a plate appearance or two away from a guy who can actually hit. But the thing is, again, the lineup is circular, and plus you can pinch hit the pitcher after a couple of times through the order, so it's not that big of a deal, really. I think the impact is negligible.
See, what I love about it is you want to see Soler, Rizzo, and Bryant hitting in the first inning. Soler and Rizzo, you're guaranteed to see them. If one of them gets on, you're going to see Bryant. So chances are good you're going to see all three of them in the first inning.
Yeah.
But with the pitcher hitting eighth, you're going to have a ninth hitter who can hope to get on base, which will put more guys on base for them. So in essence, after the first time through the order, Soler, Rizzo, and Bryant go from the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. And the one argument I've been trying to make with people, who would you rather see hitting in front of Soler? Lester and Fowler, or Herrera and Fowler? I mean,
Yeah.
it makes a lot more sense to have those two hitting in front of him because they have a better chance of getting on base for Soler, Rizzo, and Bryant to knock in. But when you see
Right.
Lester coming up with bases loaded and striking out 2 times on Sunday, and now you have Arrieta hitting into an inning-ending double play, fans are going to get pissed off, even though an inning before Bryant hit into an inning-ending double play and nobody said anything. But
Yeah.
because it's the pitcher hitting eighth, it's the end of the world.
I mean, that's the whole thing is you're going to pitch around the hitter previous to the pitcher just to get to the pitcher. He's an automatic out, and that comes into something we were arguing with Andy is like, dude, I don't want to see the pitcher hitting anymore because he's pathetic at it. He doesn't even try. They even do the DH in minor league games with National League affiliated clubs. So they obviously don't care about the pitchers hitting anymore. So why are they still doing it? And that's probably a bigger concern than the fact that you're hitting the pitcher eighth, in my view, anyway.
And that's where I've said that the DH is going to be on the table for the National League after the 2016 season when the CBA is up. And Theo Epstein and the Cubs might be the only NL team that wants it to happen because of their surplus of bats, specifically for Dan Vogelbach, who is just tearing the cover off the ball, and he can't field worth shit.
Well, I wouldn't say he can't field. He's a terrible fielder, but he's certainly not ideal, and that's why we keep talking about Vogelbach should be the DH if they ever do it, or Vogelbach should probably be traded to an AL club so that we can get some extra pitching.
You don't even want Vogelbach to have an oven mitt, man. He's bad. He's a butcher in the field.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen him field, but he can probably do first base okay. Just my point of view, but if you try to put him in the outfield or something, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Most DHs are first basemen anyway, if they have to play.
Yeah.
But I'd rather not see him with a glove in his hand. But imagine if the Cubs and the National League do get the DH, the stacked lineup they're going to have. Potentially, anyway. With Elmore leading off, you got Soler, Rizzo, Bryant, Castro. Just somebody named Russell, Baez, Schwarber, who hopefully can stick at catcher.
Yeah.
And maybe Baez in left field or third base if Bryant goes there. It's gonna be a sick, scary lineup.
Yeah, and that's just assuming that everybody is going to pan out. But then again, you realize, not all of them have to stay Cubs. You can trade some of them. Probably not Starlin Castro anymore, but some of these guys can be tradable. Not that we want to. Like, this is a fun thing about this team is that they have so many different options. They could trade them, they could play them here or there. They're all shortstops, so they could like put one in a catcher if they really wanted to. So there's so many options that you just can't list them all.
And that's the beauty of this rebuild and having such athletic guys. His catchers can play damn near anywhere, and they can hit. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
yeah, the shortstops can anyway, but it doesn't have to be that this guy has to play at shortstop. So Starlin Castro has to move somewhere. No, Starlin Castro just made a bunch of really awesome plays.
He's been throwing some leather around all season. He looks a lot better than he has been in previous years.
Yeah.
I am
So
very impressed.
okay. So we know that just tonight, Starlin Castro actually fouled a pitch that hit a fan in the head behind home plate. She was the at the home plate seats, like right next to the net that like serves as a makeshift backstop and protects the fans. So you have the net so that you don't have an obscure view for the fans who technically have the quote best seats in the house. But I guess she was so close to the net that it had enough give that the line drive off Castro's bat when he fouled it off smacked her right in the back of the head. Like there was no chance for it to get out of the way. And obviously, you never figure that with the net in place, you'd be okay. But
Obviously
apparently,
not.
apparently, the Pirates just said that she is conscious and alert, and she's thanking her caregivers. So she seems like she's gonna be okay. So we gotta wait like a couple of days and just make sure. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing that she wasn't super seriously injured. It's just really scary.
Yeah, and I guarantee that everybody in the Pirates are probably gonna go visit her. And I would not be surprised one bit if Castro goes to make sure she's okay too, since he's the
Yeah,
guy that fouled it off.
yeah.
Horrible
I
luck
mean,
on his part and on her part. But I would not be surprised if Castro finds out where she's at, goes to check on her.
right. I think it was a really nice gesture. I think it's standard operating procedure for them. If a fan is injured, they got to stop the game. They got to make sure they're okay. But it was still good that they stopped the entire game. Just make sure everything's okay before they resumed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's also good that they were able to make sure that she was okay before she was transported out. And it was just looking at all the updates and stuff. It seems like it could have been a lot worse, but thankfully it wasn't.
Thankfully, the net was there, even if it didn't prevent the accident. It kept it from being a lot worse.
Yeah. Uh, so when's your next game at Wrigley?
My next game at the moment is April 28th and 29th.
Okay, so is that like the series that they come home?
That's the series they come home and face the Pirates that they're facing tonight.
Okay, so it's like they're facing the Pirates, they're going to visit the Reds, and then they're coming home to face the Pirates.
Yep.
And thinking by that time we'll have another Cub in our midst.
You don't say. Who would that be?
Thinking Addison Russell, man.
I would have to agree with you. And Iowa Cubs beat reporter for the Cubs, Tommy Burge, also agrees with you that he's probably coming up at the end of this month or early next month. And I would not be surprised one bit with the suckitude of Cubs second baseman. if he's not up by the Red Series, like you suggest.
Yeah, but at this time they have the seventh year under control, so it's not like they have to wait 12 days or anything. They can bring him up at any time, but they only recently shifted him to second base, and it kind of makes sense, right? Because
Oh,
Javier Baez is out. He's paying respects to his sister. God rest her soul. Uh, Arismendi Alcantara is like locked to the bench for some reason. Jonathan Herrera is just barely better than him in terms of OPS, but he's been playing second base every day, and you kind of don't want that. So why not get somebody who's nearly major league ready and who has a bat and put him there?
and the only guy that makes sense at this present moment in time is Addison Russell, a guy that they got for Jeff Samardzija and Jason Hamill, who is now back on the Cubs. So it was a good trade.
Yeah, I felt that way too, and it was actually a really surprising trade. And based on what Jeff Samardzija is, you're kind of surprised that they gave up Addison Russell. But hey, whatever, man. Thanks, Billy Bean.
God bless Billy Bean, the smartest
Yeah,
man in baseball, according to him. But
mm,
smart, but I think he outthought himself this time.
yeah. But it seems like his A's are doing. They're treading water in the AL West. The AL West is wacky right now. Houston is the number one team, and
Yeah,
they're at
Houston
500.
of all teams.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Anyway,
Baseball.
yeah,
Okay, if Addison Russell comes up, he will be manning second base, not Castro,
yep,
because Castro is playing lights out defense right now. He's hitting the ball. He's basically the elder statesman of the Cubs. And much like Jeter, he's not going to move for somebody unless he absolutely has to.
right. And the difference between a guy like Castro and Jeter is that while Jeter had the flashy plays and stuff, like Castro actually has better range. He has better instincts. He should be a better defender. So, I don't think Castro is going to be moved off. And in fact, the other bats that are coming up, they're all shortstops too, so they could do it anywhere. They could
Hmm.
play anywhere.
And if projections are correct, as our guy Andy points out, um, Russell's going to bulk up a little bit more than he's already is, and he might get too big for shortstop. So moving him to second or third makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I figure like if Javier Baez pans out and they don't trade anybody, then it kind of makes sense for you to put whoever Russell versus Baez. Whoever hits better goes to third base. Whoever doesn't hit quite as well goes to second, and then Bryant moves to left. Or you just keep Bryant at third base and keep Russell and or Baez at second base. It's like they have so many options. It's scary.
Hmm. Well, Brian's been playing good, decent defense at third base. You can see why people think he won't be a long-term third baseman. A lot of scouts are saying his footwork is a little shaky, and his throws to first are off, sometimes putting Rizzo in the path of the runner. So all things he can work on and get better at, no doubt. But these are the reasons why, some of the reasons why Theo sent Bryant down to work on his play at third base, but also reasons why people don't think he's going to be a long-term third baseman. Stuff that he can fix, but he needs to work on. That and I don't know if you've seen Bryant in person, but the dude is freaking huge. He's tall. And
He's like 6'5".
yeah, that's kind of tall for a third baseman.
Right, he's like a foot taller than I am.
A third baseman has to be nimble and be able to dive and, well, scoot down to pick up balls on the ground. And that could be hard on his back, especially being as tall as he is.
Yeah, I don't profess to hitting nearly as well as Chris Bryant, obviously, but it's easier for you to be nimble when you're not as big.
Yeah, that might be his one downfall. And Mr. Savior himself, Chris Bryant, does it again. Gives the
Ha!
Cubs, he gives the Cubs the lead. And once again, baseball, please do not sue me.
Okay, we won't list the score, but the Cubs are winning. Hooray! On a 99-mile-per-hour pitch, even he was waiting for that one.
All right, I think Bryant is ready. His bat is
Well,
going to keep it
obviously
out.
because no. Ha ha ha. All right. Well, usually this is something that happens to the Cubs, but now they're having a little bit of luck go on their sides.
Oh yeah, I need to catch a replay for that. I was busy talking to you, and all of a sudden I see good old number 17 rounding third base.
Okay. Well, I think I can embed that into this one.
Oh yeah,
So no worries,
that,
man.
that was a
This
fun
is
play. Just by looking at it. Please show a replay again.
inside the park. Oh. Wow. Oh, sorry for the dead silence, but basically, think Little League home run.
Yeah, it was a triple, and he advanced to the home on the air.
Yeah, he's got extra base power, guys.
So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Cubs are playing the way we thought they would once Brian got here. Now that he's settled in, he's away from the pressure of home. He's hitting the ball. Doesn't have a home run yet, but that's going to come. I have no doubt about it.
All right. Try
Okay, so
doing
where
that
were we?
in 40 characters. Cubs Twitter is really good right now.
Oh, I love the Cubs Twitter. They've actually found a. They've actually gotten a life of sort.
Yeah.
They interact with fans now. They make snarky comments,
They
and they
even
have some
have the
fantastic
minor league
records.
ones. Yeah, the minor leaguers are even getting into it. Like the Myrtle Beach Pelicans are pretty good. South Bend is pretty good. Tennessee is irreverent. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why the Cubs stepped up their game. They were being outshone by the kids.
Yeah. They're just like, you know what? We got to hire somebody. And I think Sahadev Sharma, who works for Baseball Prospectus now, he actually knows the guy and he says he's good people. So, based on what I've seen, he's pretty good people.
Hey, they're doing a good job. Keep it up. Makes them a fun follow again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to walk the dog, and we need to watch the rest of this Cubs game. So I think we will hunt down the video for you guys. Oh, did they email you about the prize yet?
I got the Twitter contest guy. I got to ship him out his thing tomorrow. But nope, the guy from the blog page has not emailed me yet.
All right, we will do a reminder, and hopefully he does. Otherwise, this is going back into the hopper, and we'll run another contest. How's that?
Hey, I'm game. If I don't hear from him by the end of the week, new contest.
All
Maybe
right.
when Russell comes up.
Yeah, we
By the
well,
time
we'll
we
we'll
start the
figure out
contest,
something else.
he might already be up.
Yeah, he'll probably already be up. So just say, we'll wait a couple of weeks before we announce a new contest. But you know, if basically they haven't emailed you by then, just put it back in the hopper.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll be in touch again soon. I
Yep.
am Anna Catuli. This is Rice Cube. Say hello, Rice.
Hello, Rice.
You can follow me on Twitter at WSDreaming_Cubs.
And I'm at QX Narconio. You can also email us podcast questions at
WS Dream. What is her? I should
I
have.
don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll put in the email or the post, whatever. We're so professional.
That's why you love us. But read our blogs at World Series Dreaming at Gmail, WorldSeriesDreaming.com. Jeez,
Yeah,
I'm
you can actually email Anno at worldseriesdreaming@gmail.com, but our blog is definitely worldseriesdreaming.com.
yes,
Yeah. I think we got to log off.
probably.
All
And
right.
here's our email address for the podcast: wsdreamcast at gmail.com.
Ta-da! Awesome. All right.
Yay.
All right.
Okay, guys. Thanks for putting up with their silliness for the past 10, 15 minutes after the went haywire with the Cubs. But we'll be back with a more professional sounding one, or at least the normal schlop that you listen to
Schluck.
soon.
It's good schluck. All right.
All
Peace.
right. Peace, guys.